Imagine two men. They're both neighbors of this man named John. Now, John is a kind man himself, and he's neighbors to these two separate individuals. So there's one neighbor that's on the right who's very kind also. He always asks John how he can help him, and he helps John with odd tasks. He brings him sweet treats that he makes him, and also things from his garden where he has fruits and vegetables. Now, this other neighbor on the left side of John isn't as kind. He's always asking John to help him do certain things, and there's nothing wrong with that. But this neighbor on the left is very selfish, and he often leaves his trash out intentionally for John to take it out. Now, this left neighbor is able-bodied, and he doesn't actually need the help, but he wants to see John help him anyways. Also, on this left side, the neighbor, he never asks John about how he's doing or his family. He never brings him anything nice, although he also has a garden, has plenty of food to eat, but he never brings anything for John. One day, John dies and goes away to be with the Lord, and he leaves a multi-billion inheritance. You see, John actually didn't have any family of his own, any immediate family. His parents had passed away years ago. Now, the kind neighbor had no idea that John was so wealthy. He never asked him about his wealth. He never asked him about those kinds of things. He just wanted to make sure that John was okay. Now, who do you think received this multi-billion-dollar inheritance? And let me tell you one more thing. Since John didn't have any immediate family, he needed to find someone, thank you, Holy Spirit, who he could give this inheritance to. So I'll ask you again, who do you think received this divine inheritance from this John who had multi-billions of dollars? Do you think it was the kind neighbor who went out of his way to help him and asked about him and took him things from his garden and made him things? Or do you think it was the other neighbor? Lo and behold, this kind neighbor of John received a multi-billion-dollar inheritance, and it blessed his children's children. Generations lived off of this inheritance and were able to provide. So on today, choose to love your neighbor as yourself, because you never know who you're entertaining. You never know who you're coming across, and that it doesn't matter how much they have, because we don't do it for that reason. But your Father in heaven who watches when you go into eternity for what you've done on this earth, that builds and that prepares you for your next life. So what we do here matters, beloved. Love at all costs and love others as you love yourself. God bless you.